I love you, boy. Hey! He's so simple. Dance!
You is really skinny. Don't lose no more weight now.
I ain't losing no more weight. You know, you lose a little something when you... Wait, I'm all in front of them. Right, I'm showing all my goodies.
You like a little kid, a little boy. But the only reason I came tonight is because this is us. Ain't coming normally.
Don't be coming over here to use me.
I have to pee. I got to pee. Well, you can't have music on.
I know, I gotta turn that off. Turn this off, but they blocked me.
You just peed in here?
I didn't flush the toilet.
There was a lot of sperm in here. Who was you looking at?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Who had that dick hard?
Oh.
Because there was a lot of sperm in here. You know, I know. When you're hard in it.
I love it, I love it. Hey, yeah. You ain't ready for that.
What you say?
I said, you ain't ready for that note.
Dude, what you in there doing? You had the gray papers today?
Oh, no.
What's that shit?
What? That's the order form from the last order of So Much to Say podcast stuff. He swear he running the business. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. I'm a little warm. I done made me a little vegan meatloaf.
You ain't make none for me?
It's a whole meatloaf. It's a whole... It's a whole meatloaf in there. I just... It might be good, but that's why we ordering food too, because if it's not good, I'm not eating it. Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook Live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts.
I'm going to give you the better looking one.
In my voice.
That's what nice people do.
On black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. That's a strong black woman over there is what they saying. Strong black woman. They coming, hey DT, hey DT. We need a little glass of wine. Because he probably already full. He just came from the bar. Down to the bar.
What I realize is...
Can I get a fork, please?
What I realize is I only need one drink.
Oh, that's what I've been trying to tell you about our entire friendship.
No.
That's
you
what
didn't know me before.
I met you at that time.
But he really could drink before. What happened was...
What had happened was...
You know, I had stopped drinking for a year. And after when I started drinking again...
I'm gonna need to stick my stick in the corn better than this.
I couldn't get it back right.
You couldn't get what back right? Girl. Your shit tastes like a donut.
It tastes like one of those, something from New Orleans.
A beignet?
I know what a beignet is. I'm just saying, it tastes like something from New Orleans.
Hey, they come with this dry-ass potato.
It was dry.
Mm-hmm.
You made it look so good last time.
They said you just tapped me on my shoulder. Like the guy did it. I understand that. You had your haircut? Oh, that was the other day.
It was last week. Still fine.
Mm-hmm. Sing.
Hey, baby.
That's who's that? Fantasia you singing?
I ain't messing with you tonight. Is this the wine you want?
Well, if you ain't having none, I don't want to have any.
You look like, why you got so many wine glasses?
You know I got to go to school tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day.
I gotta go to what?
I gotta go to school. I gotta go to school.
I gotta go. Why you got so many wine glasses? What, you had a hot party?
No, I just keep getting a new wine glass each time, and I have not washed it. I just washed all of them.
Because you was a fucking alcoholic.
Really?
Most writers like them.
So what's your excuse? You right now?
That was my. I'm a journalist major. My minor. Communication with a minor in journalism. They be trying to get me together and gather me. Yeah. When you know the rules, you can break the rules. I ain't fooling with you tonight. I'm on my best behavior.
Oh, really?
I didn't come over here to perform.
You off to a wonderful start.
I wasn't even.
I don't like when my shrimp are on a skewer. Just take my shit off. Just put mine in. You know, this is too much. Then I'll be thinking I'm going to get a splinter. A splinter. That's another word black people mess up.
You look so cute.
We're eating,
You're
thank you.
a cute guy.
We're eating whitefish,
Damn, I didn't ask them what it was.
grilled shrimp, corn and cob, and baked potato. But you got corn on the cob and what? Oh, you got a baked potato? I need some of my vegan butter on it.
Why you keep looking like that?
Can I have one of those waters too?
Negro.
Down on the bottom. Thanks. Yep.
You said you want a bottle.
How about I talked to my aunt yesterday and she was saying, oh, I told you this. She was like, man, one of my neighbors washed it.
What they say? Who these people? Oh, you guzzled that.
I was thirsty.
Ooh.
Thank you.
A little dry tonight.
Yeah, just a little parched.
Baby, you dry, a little dry.
So This Is Us is not coming on tonight.
The only reason I'm over here talking.
He said it's the only reason he's over here talking. They said, well, we're glad to see you.
Well, the last Super Tuesdays you've been at my house.
Mm-hmm. Hey, girl, hey.
No.
I got some things.
Before. We didn't watch it last Tuesday with me.
Can I have a little knife, please?
You didn't watch it with me last week because I remember I was texting you.
All right. I got some things to talk about tonight.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk.
I got my list.
But we got to check.
No. We need to,
We ain't got no time.
right. Oh, I'm waiting on a check, though.
Is
My,
it yours?
my fingertips been itching. Mm-hmm.
What's the ingredient?
I don't know, but I don't like it. I got that from Trader Joe's, this little lip therapy. I don't like it, though.
It say chicken fat in there.
No, it doesn't. Let me hear.
These vegans.
What it got in it? Who told you to use my shit? I don't know who dick you been sucking. Who dick you sucking? You know what line
You
that?
talk about that on there? You really want to go there?
Who dick you sucking?
You really want to
go
go
ahead. You bad.
You really want to
Who
go
dick
there?
you sucking? I'm listening. He's strolling through my kitchen like a strong black woman. Mm-mm. Who dick you sucking?
The writer.
Um,
Oh, now put all that shit on my mouth.
I told you it has a horrible taste on your lip. So I was scrolling through Facebook today. Here's my first story. What?
Turn him out.
I know they didn't put the stick in the corn good.
They were horrible. Yo.
I'm trying to log into my computer so I can share this first story with y'all. So I'm minding my business today. Scrolling through Facebook. And when I tell you, I came across this news story. And I was out of my mind. I'm like, they have got to be crazy. Down there in Miami.
Dang.
Baby. Dade County.
Dang.
Dade County. I'm about to show y'all this video. Carolyn, Trina, get on the door now. Watch the door because we at the limit. Go ahead and send them on down to the portable. Now watch this. Let me wipe my hand.
I guess we need a laptop.
Mm-hmm. Pass me one, please. Let me turn this meatloaf off. Hold on, I'm getting my meatloaf, my little vegan meatloaf out the oven.
I want to try it.
I do too.
You not going to food around?
I was going to take something for lunch.
Looks interesting.
It does look interesting. Now, that paste looks a little suspect.
Yeah.
That little paste look a little suspect. But she is moist.
They say you are.
Be careful.
I can tell.
All right, now watch this story, y'all. I'm about to show y'all this news story, and then we're going to debrief.
A homeowner fights back, shooting and killing a would-be burglar. Police say she shot and killed the teenage thief while he was climbing out of her window. CBS 4's Gabby Fleischman is live at the scene with the latest. Gabby.
Vanessa, neighbors tell me that this home has been burglarized in the past, which is why the homeowner set up these surveillance cameras. Detectives say the security system actually alerted the homeowner of the break-in last night. We did get a chance to speak with the sister and the cousin of the young man who was killed, and they say they don't understand why that homeowner had to take matters into her own hands instead of waiting for police.
Now listen to this.
I don't care if she have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives of 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson are angry. The teenager was shot and killed last night by a homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him. Trayvon had goals. He was a very funny guy. He was very big on education. He loved going to school. He loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the D.A. Dorsey Technical College student burglarized a home south of 79th Street near I-95, just blocks away from where he lives. Detectives say the 54-year-old homeowner was alerted of the break-in by her security system. With officers already on their way, she rushed home to check things out, and police say she was armed.
She observed a subject exiting the home through the rear.
According to detectives, there was a confrontation and one shot was fired. Johnson was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. If she called the police already, then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
While the investigation continues into whether the shooting was justified or not, detectives want to remind the public that, if possible, it's best not to take these types of situations into your own hands.
If there's any type of situation that happens or they believe...
Listen, I've heard enough. Listen.
What was wrong with it?
What was wrong with what? Now, I know you playing.
I'm being dead serious.
What was wrong with what?
That I didn't get it, honestly.
Girl, first of all,
I'm a guy.
I'm talking about the girl in the video. How's she talking about what he's supposed to do for money when he got to buy school supplies? So he's supposed to come up in here and be able to rob me because he want to be able to buy school because he want to buy school clothes? She should have just waited. This is what she said. She should have just waited until the police came. No, bitch, I'm going to shoot you down because you're going to have minutes coming in here. And they talking about, well, he was on his way out. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to shoot you to make sure you don't come back 3 days later, 3 months later. Are you kidding me? She should have waited till the police came. No, his ass ain't had a minute going in there. Now, how you going to sit there and just... That lady wasn't playing with him. I'm like... She didn't have to shoot him like that. Like, it was just so... That was just way too much force. Girl, really?
She doesn't like that.
Really? You be the main one. Now, you had a burglary right before I met you, or around the time I met you. Mm-hmm. And you packed your shit and moved.
I sure did. My first one.
Now, you done packed your shit up and moved on the first one. So that you mean to tell me that lady was supposed to just let him walk out free?
Yeah, I didn't kill nobody.
And then she'd be worrying days later, well, is he going to come back again? No. She stood her ground. He had no business being in there. Tell me he had a really bright future. Girl. Really?
He did.
He died. She killed him.
Yes, he had.
Oh, so she should have just shot for his arm or his leg. He ain't had no business being there. No, I'm not saying she had to kill him, but I'm not saying that. Who's to say that she intentionally killed him, though? Bitch, I'm just going to shoot. Now, you know, I just went to the gun range the other week. Now, I mean, I'm just going to shoot. I ain't going to be sitting there trying, well, let me try to get his leg. Let me just go for his leg. Because I don't really want to shoot him. Then I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I see this other post. And it says, I thought you got me some Swedish fish. I thought that was that crumbling one. This post says, please keep my office staff in prayer. One of my employees' son called his mother this morning once she got to work. So once the mother got to work, the son called her at the office. And while she was on the phone, he shot and killed himself. He shot himself in the head. Can you imagine that? Did you hear what I just said? One of the guys one of his coworkers, her son called her when she got in the office, and while she was on the phone with him, he shot himself in the head and killed himself. That's horrible. Do you understand how traumatized that lady gonna be for the rest of her life? She literally may be traumatized every single time the phone rings. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who knows what kind of shit will trigger her to think about that? That is crazy. Like, what are people thinking about? It's sad. That is really sad. So, you know, I was substitute teaching today. It's a math class. No, I don't really remember math. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to need you to turn this hot box off.
Craig.
You want me to see who it is? Who is this texting you from these numbers? There ain't no name in here. You a whore.
Duh.
Is that whose dick you sucking?
I'm a whore. Those lots of hearts.
I know. And kisses blowing.
No, it really is.
I saw it.
Oh my God.
Who dick you sucking?
Some of all these messages.
It's a group text.
Let's see.
Is it Colisha? Colisha. Colisha. Is that how you say it? I need you to write the phonetics down there. Now, Valerie, you must have really been doped up on the what they give you when you having a baby? The epidural. When she signed that birth certificate. Colisha. Is that how you say it? Colisha? You gotta say it real hard with the K. Colisha. What is it, DJ? Who? Now look, I was on Instagram, scrolling through Instagram, and I came across this post, and it really made me think about some stuff. You know, Jay-Z was nominated for these Grammys the other night. So you know, when I'm shifting gears again. You know, since I'm eating fish, I have white wine. You know, you're supposed to drink white wine with fish. You know, that's some of my white people shit, because if I want to drink red wine, I would.
Me too. I don't think it's white people, I just think it's dumb shit, period.
Who was trying to tell you what you got to drink? What's your
I
favorite?
hate when people do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
But I will say that y'all just wrong drinking that Moscato, because that ain't nothing but a dessert wine.
I say whatever people do what they want. You want my other piece of fish?
I sure would. You got 2 pieces of fish? Why I only get 1?
I got one too. I'm in a full.
You what?
I'm full.
Oh. You gonna taste the meatloaf?
I'm about to say something right now.
You only ate part of your fish.
Mm-hmm. I ate one half.
You love wasting food. That's what my mother used to say to me. Stop wasting food.
Somebody get that one.
Gigi says she loves Moscato.
I know that's right.
Girl, that's Kool-Aid. Okay? That's Kool-Aid. I'm gonna need you to get you some Chenin Blanc. How it taste? Don't be coughing all over my shit now. How it taste?
I don't like it.
Bring me a little piece.
Gotta spit it out.
Well, it's in your mouth now. You might as well eat it. Why you gonna spit it out?
It's corn?
It's chickpea.
It's different.
It's not good?
You will like it probably, because it's what you've been eating.
No, I've never made this before.
What I'm saying is...
Hey, girl, hey, go on to the balcony, out to the thing, JoJo, with his late ass.
What I'm saying is this is what you've been eating.
It's my vegan meatloaf that I just made.
Different.
Look at Marcika talking about she likes sweet wine. I taste fucking napkin.
Napkin?
You know how brown paper towels smell? That's what it tastes like.
Well, I didn't have mine on napkin.
Right, so why you put mine on the napkin?
I put mine right in my mouth. You obviously like it.
I'm trying to get my palate around it.
As long as you like it, that's all that matters.
Yes, that's disrespectful. Well, you really have to ask him, Carolyn. Some people are really particular about their pronouns.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because I just said I'm a he.
No, it is not always about you. Okay. Now I know they love you,
I'm an only child.
but it's not always about
Do they
you.
know I'm an only child?
No, but they do now. She was saying that one of her good friends is a trans woman, and she often refers to her as him. You know, her grandkids will say, "Hey, Mister Such and Such." Now, how he stand there, or how she stand there in a dress and a wig and titties, and y'all calling her or him and Mister.
Yeah. But we didn't learn that. Craig and I both didn't learn that until we watched Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that we learned,
Right,
yeah,
but
we
it was
learned
something that was brought to our attention.
That
That first season of I Am Kate.
couple episodes, I didn't watch the whole season.
Yeah, because after that it became foolish.
Mm-hmm.
But that Bruce Jenner,
Well, the first 2 or 3 episodes, first 1 through 3,
they were good.
very informative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's over though. It's is bread.
Yeah. So I would say ask her
Hey, Jojo.
and see what she says. But if I was standing around with titties in a hair, if I was walking around with titties in hair, I wouldn't want you to be calling me Mister.
They gonna call you Mister anyway.
They're gonna call me Mister anyway.
Mm-hmm. The writer's a little lady.
I don't really eat dessert like that anyway.
Yeah,
I've never really been a dessert person, but so I don't eat. Yeah, like that's just not my thing.
Oh,
Right. Why is that glass on this glass dining room table? Okay, and watch it near my Mac computer.
you need to move that Mac. My food is all
That's
over.
what you put your food over here. I was already set up. These are my notes. That's why I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say next.
Oh.
Well, not figure out, but
Oh, pronoun girl.
really. Hey, girl. Hey, Glenda. Girl, you late. Go on to the portable. I know it's cold outside. But, girl, you know we start at 9 o'clock. Unless I'm over at the Queen's Court or something like that.
That's the only place you be?
Or I might be at your house. Did you just belch in my face? Strong, black, nasty woman.
I was bringing your fish over there.
Correct.
Why did you put it on your plate? Your container.
And get this wine. Don't be wasting this wine.
I'm just drinking and one guzzle.
Because I don't have no motherfucking wine to be wasting.
That tired ass wine.
Ain't nothing wrong with this wine. In fact, bring me some more, please.
It's black.
No, it is not.
I ain't even tasted it yet.
Oh.
But this, I won't be tasting it no more.
What, the meatloaf? He doesn't like the meatloaf. I use it with chickpeas.
But you liked it, right?
It's okay.
It wasn't my thing.
I won't be racing to cook it again.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing.
I found the recipe on Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went through Pinterest the other day and I found a bunch of recipes. Most of the recipes that I found
Are you done with that vegan butter?
are shrimp. Yeah, but you know this vegan butter, she don't melt right away. Like she can sit here all day and be just fine. This is the vegan butter that I use, Earth Balance. This one doesn't have soy. That's why I buy that one. Whatever, Terrence.
You leave Terrence alone.
But I'm gonna eat that motherfucking meatloaf.
Oh, I know you are.
I'm not throwing it away. But I used to make a mean turkey meatloaf.
I made one the other night. Oh, it was so good.
I used to make a mean turkey meatloaf. I used to cut up onions and green peppers in it.
That was so good.
You eating the fish?
No.
Well, bring it here, because I'm still hungry. Shit.
Who did you cut it? I put it on the brown paper towel.
I don't want it to taste like that. You dropping rice in my floor. Oh my God, he done dropped the whole damn piece of fish on the floor.
Oh my God.
And he know I don't have a vacuum, because I have a cleaning person come over here.
Craig.
You did it. Amelia Bedelia. What y'all know about Amelia Bedelia? Thank you, Christy. What you know about Amelia Bedelia?
Room?
Yeah, in there. And don't smash that fish in the rice in my carpet.
Oh my God.
Hey, I don't let bitches walk in here with shoes on. He dropping food all through the house. I might as well let a bitch walk in here with her shoes on.
Craig.
I mean, food. It's all in the chair I'm sitting in.
Craig, how'd you drop the fish?
I'm still hungry. I don't know if you should use that broom.
Why?
Because that's going to scramble the fish all over the place.
Shut up.
He trying to suck dick.
Look, I got it. Look, I can just pick it up.
Correct.
Ain't you supposed to be doing your little subjects?
What I'm trying to get to, that's why you got the name DT, Disruptive Terrence.
How did you drop this fish?
How did I drop it? Y'all know nothing about Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia was the shit. I know somebody here like, what's Amelia Bedelia? That means y'all were deprived as children. Your mama didn't teach you how to read.
Exactly. So my mom was reading this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom is a reader, like how I used to be a reader.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me all these questions. So I'm like, no, about Atlanta. So she like, you know this club called Effie's downtown?
That's what your mama asked you?
Yes. And I'm like, no.
I was about to say, I ain't never heard of no Effies.
And she gets an attitude with me because I'm telling her no. So she was like, what? Fast forward hours later. Well, I read it in a book. She reading this fictional book.
Something that probably was written 15 years ago. Girl, Effie's doesn't even exist
I'm
anymore.
like, she getting out. And let me show you the book cover. Then she didn't got.
Child, listen, child. Effie sound like some old soul food restaurant.
Yes.
What the fuck is Effie's? Where you
Like-
go and buy turnip greens and shit.
So she sent me the
Tell me what? Tell me what, Shakika? Thank you, Trina, for being on your job. She's sending them. When I say Trina, I mean, when I say Trina is sending them children to the portable. Samantha, it's hey girl, hey, and you late. So going over to the portable. Trina, send Samantha over to the.
First of all,
That's the bug.
yes. First of all,
Who is that? Who is that on the front cover?
Frank, this was my mama. This is the book she reading, and they got it in the library at that. The most dangerous novel this shit.
Oh my God.
Target. I'm like, what? I'm just happy she reading.
Right. Send her my book. You ain't read it yet. Teach her all about faggotry. Teach her all about faggotry, credit card scam,
She was reading.
check writing.
But
Fucking.
you know what? A lot of women are readers though. They like those like.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Women, listen. Now, I will always say this.
Women are readers.
Black gay men got me off the ground. My books got me off the ground, got things going. But it's women, by far, that's sustaining me. It's women now.
Women love e-learning.
What was that line from, did you used to watch Sex and the City?
Mm-hmm.
When Samantha was trying to get Smith Jarrett a modeling thing.
Why you got rice in the thing?
You spilled the damn rice back here. She was like, first comes the gays, then the girls, and then the world. You know, some shit like that. But it's true. So the gays were first, because, you know, we make shit pop. And then the women jump on board, and women keep that shit going. Because, you know, you got sororities, and you got women book clubs. And
I want to get close to you.
as if he ain't done enough dropping his fish and shit all over the place.
You ain't never had fish.
I used to play with pussy. This finger wasn't just for booty.
These are nasty little something.
I am nasty. And anyone who gets the
Let's cheers.
privilege,
Let's toast.
toast to
You know what I'm gonna toast to?
what? You out of the shot.
That's fine. I don't need to be in the shop.
You don't need to be in the shop or shot. Did you need a little water?
You drink out of that. I don't know where that been.
Well, you just
Real backwash.
you just sat here and ate out
I
of.
would. Oops, see? Don't break my glasses.
Right.
I want to tell you something.
What?
I'm sorry.
You sorry for what? I already know where he's going with this. But you
There you
sorry.
go.
But you
There
sorry.
you go.
Yeah, I do.
There you go.
You sorry for what?
You have no idea what I'm
Oh, I know where you're going. What?
No, you don't.
Wait. Do I need to write it down? Do I need to write it down and then you tell me?
Yeah, because you're going to get it all wrong.
All right, I'm gonna write down what I think he's sorry for. Turn around. Don't be trying to look over here. Turn around. Are you gonna turn around?
Listen, I can look at you.
I don't want you to see what I'm about to write.
I'm not about to look at what you're about to write.
You like how I can write without looking at the paper? Huh?
I can do the same thing.
But it needs to be uniform.
Oh, and then my handwriting is impeccable. You should already know that. Your handwriting speaks a lot about you. You have no idea what I'm about to say. You think you might, but you have no idea. Why is this little coat never hung up?
Oh, can you hang that up, please?
No. Since you don't care about it, I don't care about it.
All right, go ahead. What you apologizing for? Did you remember to bring the little disclosure forms? Oh, you did? You did? Thanks. You know, I get the girls to sign forms when they come to
Can
do
I
a
speak?
podcast. Go ahead. Because I don't need nobody saying, oh, I didn't agree to do no podcast. No, bitch, you signed this disclosure right here. Go ahead.
Sometimes in life, we don't always necessarily.
Necessarily.
That was funny?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I was being serious.
Go ahead.
Want to hear about ourselves.
Oh.
And something you said to me stuck with me.
Uh-huh.
And now
I usually do that. Go ahead.
now I have taken it and I have applied it in totality of who I am and the makeup of who I am. And I think I was offended at first, but I had to think about it. And it is true. But sometimes when you hear the truth about yourself, you can't receive it.
Sometimes the truth can be so pure that it stings.
But sometimes you don't even realize it either.
Right.
Just, period, point blank. You're like, nah, fuck that. That's not me. But I want to apologize and I want to just say thank you
Well, what's
for
your
some advice you gave me.
You ain't gonna say what it is?
Well, you told me that I remind you of your nephew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you thought it was something else.
No,
I
I
told
did.
you. I told you wasn't. And
But I say so many amazing things. So I'm just playing. Go ahead.
sometimes my spirit is in this what's next da 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 because I'm still in a I have been or I was in a situation where I was so frustrated and confused about the next thing in my career because I'm always like you've met me as an adult in my 30s or 30 actually. Prior to you knowing me, or 31 I probably was. I've always had everything together, and so when 30 was like it was 30. 30 is like that year where it's just like
It's a shift.
Oh my god. And so I've been in that shift for a while where it's just like, what's next as far as my career? What?
I'm smiling because, and I've told you this before.
And it's been frustrating for me, even though I've had it together my entire life, and I still do in a lot of ways. I'm not like
Right.
It's not like I'm like this, just guy in the wind. And I've always had my foundation. However, I still and I'm unapologetic still of me being able to try different things.
Right.
I don't think that's an issue, but I tried the wrong things that has nothing to do with what my passion and what I really want to do and what God wants me to do and what I'm called to do. I stray way over here. Today, I'm gonna be a dog, a dog catcher. But I still always have my foundation of what my main job. But I'm still gonna try all of these other things for fulfillment.
Right.
And then I had a breakthrough today. And
Well,
I cried.
You did?
Oh my God!
Why you didn't call me? Well, I was at the school.
Yeah, I did call you. I'm at the school.
Oh, yeah, you did. That was when you tried to call me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here's the thing.
But my spirit has been, and you said that,
Mm-hmm.
it's chasing something, because I'm trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It has been the worst time in my life, and I'm not going to cry, but it has been so, like, frustrating is the word, because it's just like, I'm smart, I know what I want, but I don't know what I want. So it's like all of my emotions are like this, and it's so frustrating, and it hurts. It makes you angry. It makes you sad. It makes you feel depressed. It makes you like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
And people on the outside are looking like, well, you working with such and such, and you're doing this, and you're trying. But when your soul isn't satisfied, when your soul isn't satisfied, and the thing that's so crazy is the opposite was the case for me. Like when I moved to LA, my soul knew what I was called to do, but I felt like I couldn't get to it, and I felt like there was something else.
I always know or knew what my soul was called, but sometimes you still don't recognize it right in front of you.
One of the things I will say about you is,
yeah, I mean that was a real moment right there. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
right.
It's just like,
but you have an amazing way of holding on to things that, not just things that I can't speak about with anybody, but I know when I've said to you different things, I'm like, I brought things to you. You have an amazing way of processing it, and it don't come back right away.
No,
you don't come back like right away. But you'll usually, like, this is the second time you've come to me. You remember the first one?
I was emotional because it's just like
the first time, like,
that is who I was,
right?
But I was so offended by
that. How dare you say that?
How
to me?
dare?
How the
fuck you say that?
How the fuck you gonna say that to me?
But bitch, you don't know me.
Right,
you just met me.
You just met me. That's a lie. That's a line from Lauryn Hill. But the thing is, I think that's what friendship is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I said it in a nasty way. And I think it was just me and you. I don't think I was
on the phone. I remember exactly where I was.
Right.
I was cleaning up.
Right. And so it was nobody else around.
On the phone.
Exactly. And I think
like you and my nephew, y'all do the same shit, and y'all have these great ideas, and y'all go for it, and but y'all souls is just searching for something, and it's not even what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. But the thing is, it's like you're trying to find what that thing is.
Exactly.
And that's why that book, The Alchemist, is so good, because if you've never read The Alchemist, it's like he's a shepherd. And his destiny is here, but he goes through all of these little things. Like he's making jewelry in one point of the book, and then another point he's shepherding sheep.
But
so he's like going through all these things.
That's why I was frustrated, because me reading that book, and like I said, I'm a smart guy, so I already know. I already know
what's at the end.
Yeah.
You're frustrated with getting up
but it's
there.
my journey that I get distracted. Well, oh my God, I gotta go over here, because this still isn't fulfilling me in different ways, from financially to emotionally sometimes, just all of it.
But you have a really good way of processing things that I say, and you'll come back and say, you know what, I thought about it. Like this, I don't remember how long ago that was, but I remember exactly what you're talking about. And then just like another conversation, you came back and said, you know, I thought about what you said, and I'm gonna, you know. But it's so funny, because somebody on here asked me the other day, what's going on with this fourth book? And I said, it's called The Book of Jewels. And I said to them just yesterday, there's a chapter called Passion, Fate, and Destiny. And it's basically trying to figure out how to get on course and find your... And so to your point, it says, I say in this book, when a person bounces from job to job, monkey barring from one career to the next, or scrambles from one big idea to another, it's usually because they have no idea what they were called to do as their life work. They have an abundance of ideas that seem to pop up out of nowhere, and they're genuinely excited about each, but have no clue what their purpose or passion is. In truth, their soul is searching for its purpose. You
That's
know,
what you told me.
and I
My
think,
soul
yeah.
was-
And I don't know if I had written this before that conversation or if I wrote it after it. But I remember that. That's why I said, let me find it, because I knew exactly what you were talking about.
You said you and my nephew your
Yeah.
souls are searching.
Because he does the same thing. And I think that being a friend to a person is a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And I trust that you would do the same with me.
And you said, listen, I don't never give advice.
Because I don't. Because people, I remember saying that. Because people sometimes are offended.
You said that.
People
and
get
I was
offended.
because it was like, bitch, no, that's not what's going on. That's what I felt.
Right.
That's what I knew.
Right.
To be my truth. Like, no, man.
He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Yeah.
Who the fuck he think he is trying to tell me?
Tell me about me.
Right.
Because, I mean, we know ourselves the best.
But there's always that Johari window where a person on the outside can see through into your life and see what you may not see. Because it's like a blind spot in the car. Like there's something that somebody else can see that you can't see because you're in it. You're living it. And like with my nephew, like he has this hustle mentality. He has this entrepreneurship bone in him. But like they've only been living here maybe 3 years in Atlanta. And he's gone through one idea. If off the top of my head, I promise you, I can give you 5 different businesses that he started. I could really probably do 7. But I mean, he'll do one thing for a little bit, and like he'll get a little buzz, get a little traction, and then when the road gets rough, then he'll say, "Oh, this ain't really working. Let me go over here." But you really gotta, and that's how you know if it's your passion. Because if you're willing to roll your sleeves up and keep going, that like this thing for me, this writing thing. Like, I moved here to write music, but it evolved into plays and then greeting cards and now these books and then, but it still was writing to me. And I remember a friend of mine years ago, we're not friends anymore, but many years ago, he said to me, well, I just think you just need to stick to one thing. Like, you were doing the music thing, and now you're doing this, and now no, bitch, to you, it looks like different thing, but to me, it's all writing.
It's the umbrella.
It's an umbrella. To me, I was writing plays, I was writing greeting cards, I was writing music. To me, it was all writing. And but in the case of like, for example, like my nephew, it was a lawn care service at one point. Then it became a car detailing business. Then it was like a towel, like salons where they have like those little towels and shit. They'll wash and dry it. He started this business where he was going to different salons to wash and dry their towels, and he would deliver them back the next, which could have been an amazing business. He did that for a while. Then he jumped over to mobile barbering. He was going to do and he can cut hair because he used to cut my hair. He just goes from one thing to now he got this catering business. You know what I mean? He just and it's just like you gotta stick to one thing. You gotta stick to the thing that speaks to your soul. And I'm not gonna say any names, but our friend, and because I think I prefaced that by saying like with our friend with the restaurant, who had the restaurant. You know what I'm talking about? And I was just like, there's so many things that I want to say to him. But I don't, because I don't know if he's in the space to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of things that I would say to him to say, hey, this is how you can kind of tweak your business and this is how you can kind of improve it. Because I'm open for people telling me stuff. Like, there are people who tell me different things. Some of it I take, some of it I don't. Even like when they send me messages now to this point, like they'll message me and say, oh, well, what about a podcast about this, or you should think about doing this, or what, what I'm saying? You take it all in, and you take what works, and what doesn't, you throw back out. But like, a person has to be in the space to receive it.
Exactly.
And I don't know if he'd be in the space to receive it, so I just don't even, I don't bother.
Well, I can only speak on me.
Right.
I was not in the space to receive such news.
That's interesting. Well, I appreciate you saying that.
I wasn't able to receive it till literally today.
Really? And that's why you called, but I was at school.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's good. I mean, that's growth. That's growth.
Yeah, it's deep. Life is deep, man.
Exactly.
It is.
It is. It really, really is.
This journey.
Right.
That's what it is in the process.
And that's why it's so important to have really special people around you.
Core.
A good tribe, tribe of people, a core of people, a base of people. People are going to be honest with you. Because people always say they want people around them to be honest, but that's not always the truth.
It's not.
Because the truth is the shit that stings a little bit.
It hurts.
It does.
You. I'm like,
because you could have it could have gone really a wrong way. Like you could have been mad, you could have stopped speaking, and then you could have come to me today and said, you know what? I know we ain't talked in the past 5 months, but I just wanted to let you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
really
you got to be mature enough to be able to say. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what friendship is. People always saying, I want real people around me. I want real friends. No, you don't, bitch. Because then when a real person come around you and they really offer you something sincerely, and you can't receive it, and you all upset with them, and you mad, even if it's about your children. Girl, let me tell you something. The way that you're talking to your son right now, like you're hurting his self-esteem. Like if you can't receive shit.
I guess the thing with me though is I need to figure out. I guess if I had to be honest with myself, not necessarily because it's still who I am. Is the time how I process, because it takes me a while to process it. Because I gotta think about it.
So had you been thinking about it like a lot, or it just kind of popped back in your head?
No, I have been thinking about it. And it had nothing to do with you. It was all about me. It was what you said, right? I'm soul searching. And it's like, man, it's my soul searching. So then I'm questioning it. Questioning. Not often, but it was coming up. Like when I'm like, man, I need to try this, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. You know, and so I really have to digest. It takes me a while to digest.
Right.
Like, I always tell people, and this has been me my whole life. So I'm the cat that... It's a bad part of me. It's me. Let me quit saying this bad.
And processing stuff for a while is not a bad thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm one of the cats that, and I think you probably know this by now, where it could be my best friend. It could even be a family member. And if we stop talking, or they stop talking to me, right? Or whatever, I won't have no feelings.
Really?
None. It's been this way my whole life. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. But then it won't be until, I've always said this, a year later, then I'm like, oh my God, I wonder what such and such. It won't affect me until...
Crazy motherfucker.
It won't affect me.
He gonna let a whole year go by and they're like, oh, I wonder what happened to...
Like, damn, my mom ain't called me in a whole
I wonder
year.
what happened to such and such.
But that's me though. Like,
Right.
I process things so late.
Right.
Because I have emotions, because my mom thinks I don't have no emotions, which I'm like, I'm the most emotional person you probably could meet. Right. Do you think that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very emotional.
Tish.
But
we gonna talk greasy, Valerie.
It doesn't. I process things later on. That's all I have to say.
Right.
It takes me a while.
No, I think that's a good thing, though. I think that's a good thing.
I'm like, oh my God, I wonder what happened.
Right.
What could have I done better in that situation? Or did I do something? Yeah, it takes me a while.
All right, so then I'm scrolling through Instagram. I was gonna say about the Jay-Z thing next, but let me go over here since Valerie wanted to talk greasy.
Oh, sorry. I guess we're boring them. Your people. Sorry.
Child, that Valerie's something here. DT is an Aquarius.
Oh, you remember Taurus? The four.
Baby, when I say this girl had me hollering today.
I love how you go switching.
That always want to argue. It's always the bitches with 10 strings of hair on their chin that want to fight. Sit the fuck down, NBA young boy. Bitches always want to fight. Go punch a time clock. Go punch a time clock. With your broke ass. Bitches don't got shit to their name, but always want to fight. Bitch, fight a job. Bitch, fight for your country. Since you so damn mad, fight for a better living arrangement. Fight for your kids. Then you want to chase me all around the city. Go chase the bag. Can you do that?
Some money.
Oh, it's on site. Have that same energy when you see a job application. Bummy. Then when I want to do something, I'm going to get my cousin. I want to fight you. I don't want to fight your cousin. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. Duck ass.
When I tell you she had me hollering today, I was just like, who is this girl? And I was digging, trying to find her page. She had another one that was funny.
You had a tuna salad?
From this little Greek place.
You need a receipt?
Uh-uh.
Who called you?
That's her.
Hello.
Damn, which nigga did it, bitch?
What?
You heard me.
Why when I'm in my feelings, people think it's over a nigga?
Because it always is.
First of all, I'm hungry and my check short. What's up?
Girl, what Daryl do?
Girl, what? No.
What he do now?
No, I'm done with him, okay? No, I'm for real this time. You think I'm supposed to be dumb for him forever? Well, today, bitch, I want to be smart. Always.
On the road.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
No, plus his forehead smell like earring box and corn chips.
She said plus. She said plus his forehead smell like earring backs. That's a funky ass smell. You ever smell the back of your earrings? That shit is horrible. And Takers on the challenge. Wait, what we talking about, Crystal? What's Takers on the challenge? What my thing I was gonna say about Jay-Z? DJ. Yeah, she is from D.C., Maryland, somewhere. She's like Temple Hill, somewhere. Oh, thank you. What's the challenge, Crystal? I missed it. I missed the comment. So look, I was reading through Instagram as well today. Her name is her. Okay, I'll go back and look at it. Her name on Instagram is That J Cole. Hilarious. But anyway, so I was reading through Instagram. And it says, in my opinion, we're talking about the Grammys. And so it was just saying last night's snub only proved how powerful Jay-Z has become. Because a lot of people were saying, well, why did Jay-Z didn't win any Grammys? Because I think he was nominated for like 8 Grammys. And he didn't win one, even though he won. You remember what award he won? He won some award, though. I can't remember what it was, though. When I say there's been all this commentary about it, it was like, well, of course he's not going to win a Grammy because his album was like socially conscious. He was talking about black folks investing and owning property and generational wealth and passing down legacy. Like he was talking about all of that in 444. You guys have been following me for a while. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know I absolutely love that 444 album. So I was reading this post, and that made a lot of sense. You know, that perhaps they didn't give him a Grammy because of that. Who knows? But then in this post that I was reading, it was saying he's won 21 Grammys, but this is the first time in history that an artist went platinum on his own platform. You know, his own platform, of course, is Tidal. And I was talking about Tidal the other day. And so it was just saying he went platinum on Tidal before he even released it on any other digital platform. Before it went on Spotify, before it went on Amazon, before it went on iTunes, he went platinum. And so this article was just saying how he talked about financial freedom on his album 444, and he's proving it by selling Tidal on his own platform. And so then he's saying that this was such a wake-up call for our generation, artists and whomever, because it wakes up a generation that's just showing them that you can create your own, Monique. You can create your own, you can create your own platform independently. Chance the Rapper did it. You understand? Like Chance the Rapper is doing it. I'm doing it with these books. I ain't made that money yet, but it's coming. But, you know, and so I just said that just to maybe, like, for those of you who are thinking about starting your own business or something, like, it's nothing wrong with starting small. Like, you can start small and you can climb and you can grow and you can build. And, you know, you just have to be willing. I know, you put that, Monique. You got to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to do the work. I'm going on my list now. Yeah, her Instagram is, the girl whose video I just showed, is that? Yeah, it's That Girl J. Cole. Jaycole. So That Girl J. Cole. Hilarious. Funny. Anyway, I think that's all I had to say for tonight. Oh, no, I didn't. That ain't all. Valentine's Day is coming up. We got greeting cards for sale. I was going to read a couple breakup cards because everybody think Valentine's Day is about love, but it is also about breakups because a bitch will break up with you 2 days before Valentine's Day, so they ain't got to get you nothing. He's sitting over there on his computer. They said, what is DT over there doing? So I pulled out a couple troubled relationship card. Oh, no, this is troubled friendship, but I'm going to read it anyway. It's so unfortunate that it's come to this. I've tried to be nothing less than a friend to you. I was there for you in ways your other friends couldn't be. I was an option when you had none. Because I was unavailable to you in one instance, you're ready to discard all of the great times we shared, all of the moments. Perhaps things will work themselves out between us. I can't imagine that we've reached the expiration of our friendship. So that's on sayitinaCard.com. The website is sayitinaCard.com. So then here's a breakup card. Breaking up is never an easy thing to do. But this was an assignment that we both sat down and agreed to complete, and we failed. We were so careful to plan our every move. I really thought I had a better grasp on love. When my last relationship ended, I decided I wouldn't make the same mistakes. I promised myself I would fall in love first before making any commitments. That way it wouldn't be so easy to walk away from what we started. Once again, I feel as if I sat down for an exam only to fail. I start to think you missed love's lessons. That thought becomes, why repeat this class again if you aren't going to master it? I can't speak for you, but for me, this is going to be difficult. You've made such an impression on my life, and I'll never forget you. Take care. I love you. So that's a breakup card. Again, it's on sayitinaCard.com. Last breakup card. I said I wanted love, and so you appeared in my life. You opened your heart because you thought you could see forever in my eyes, but it wasn't. It was fear. I know that you got excited by the possibility of getting something you had been waiting patiently for. I'm sorry that I hurt you, but I just wasn't ready. I realized that I pulled you from your shell. I realized that I pulled you from a shell that you worked so hard to craft. I really thought I was ready to do this, have a serious relationship, but I could never give the kind of love that you need, that you deserve. My only hope is that you didn't blame yourself. It wasn't you, it was me. Again, sayitinaCard.com. Oh, okay. The website for that is sayitinaCard.com. You can always get to that site from my main site too, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. sayitinaCard.com. And all you have to do is go to the website. You can read all of the cards on the website. If you find something on there that you like, inbox me the item number. Of course, as always, you just send a little cash app to the writer. Look at Jay McCoy coming in all late talking about, hey, girl, hey. Girl, we about to leave. Everybody grab hands, please. We about to say our prayer and get on up out of here. Because he got to go to school tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last day. For a while. Because I got shit to do. The shirts, the hoodies, the So Much to Say podcast shirt, hoodies, and V-necks, they're available at Craig the Writer Stewart. The totes, the Say It in the Car, So Much to Say podcast totes, they're available on the website too, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. Go ahead and place your order if you haven't, if you've never ordered. Darren is waiting with bated breath for his hoodie. I would hate to have to cancel the order. LA, Los Angeles. My signing is on February 10th. That's a Saturday. It's going to be at 4 p.m. I changed the time on my website. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Saturday on La Brea. If you ordered books, if you guys ordered books, the So Much to Say book of quotes, if you ordered those books and you did not send me your shipping address, your books are still here because I don't even know. I don't know who you are, and I don't know how to reach out to you. So if you ordered books, So Much to Say podcast books, and you have not received it, it's because I don't have your address. Those of you that ordered the first and second books, I should have my shipment either tomorrow or Thursday, but you will have your book by Friday. So if you ordered Words Never Spoken or One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, you will have them Friday. All right? Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. Normally, I have books in, and so I usually get them to you the next day. Yes, thank you, Susan, for putting that down there. I usually get them to you the next day, but when I ran out of the first two books, I was kind of stuck. But anyway, you guys have an amazing night. I'm going to go back and read your comments because I see the comments, but I'm lost. So I'll go back and read them. Brush your teeth. Brush your tongue. Walmart is still open if you need to go and get a tongue scraper. Okay? Go to Walmart, get you a tongue scraper, brush your tongue. There's that whore line going off again. That whore line going off again. He looking like he don't know what it is. Who dick you sucking? You around here sucking strange dick. You around here sucking strange dick? Say your prayers. Make sure you say your prayers. And I'll be here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look, he gonna check that whole phone. Oh, you didn't send me a cash request for this dinner right here? He didn't send me a cash request for the food.
This is the whore line.
That ain't no whore line. These are that is all business and work. They trying to get me to substitute teach tomorrow. It's giving no, I can't. Mm-hmm. I'm very busy, and I'm not going to that. Oh, I was about to say something real bad. I'm glad I didn't say. I'm not going to that black school. I'm not going to that hood school. No, I'm done with them. And this is you. And this is my friend Nanise. I was telling her I bought got some recipes on, not bought, but I found some recipes on Pinterest. Just your Cash App request.
Oh, you don't want to open that image?
I'm going to hit and decline it. Huh?
That image.
What image? Oh, this? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's just Madison. I was just sending her a picture. Because I had posted this picture the other day on my Facebook, and somebody commented and said, I
seen the comment.
You saw the comment?
Montel.
No, that's not what I was going to say. I posted that picture on my Facebook the other day, and somebody was like, Craig, I'm not being offensive or anything like that, and I'm not trying to be funny. She said, but I guess because I grew up in California and everything, but you don't look straight in that picture at all to me. Like, I can tell you're a gay man. And I said to her, well, girl, I didn't say I was trying to hide. I didn't say I was trying to pass. And I said, and she was actually just a friend of mine. Like we weren't dating. Like, I wasn't trying to bamboozle or hoodwink her. They say they hope you had a great birthday, DT.
My birthday now.
No, it hasn't come yet. His birthday hasn't come yet. What day is your birthday? It's February what?
It's Monday.
His birthday is this coming Monday. Oh. What day is Monday? Monday is...
May 4th.
He's trying to let me know he know my birthday. I can't stand him. See, that's the shady shit I'm talking about. Monday's date is what? The 5th, February 5th. I was gonna say February 5th. Well, I don't know if I'm able to do anything for you on February 5th because that's the day that all of the bills are due. So have a good night, y'all.